Hello again. I'm back to update you on what I've been up to in the last month from the end of October through November. At the end of October, the Family Bible Church that I'm attending commissioned me as their newest missionary that they are supporting. It is very exciting how the church is partnering with me, and they let me share a little of what I will be doing with the Navigators, and had Navigators pray over me at the start of both services. A big shout out to the Millers, particularly Bev and Clay and their son Tim, who introduced me to the church and have been my advocate to the church's mission board. The first Friday of every month, the Navigator team gets together for breakfast to have a little time in the Word together and to discuss short-term planning. Here we are, drinking our coffee before getting into the Word. The first week of November also had us hosting a dual birthday party for my roommate Stephanie and for Kylie, the niece of Dave and Janet Human. 5 of us ladies went out to Thai food together before we had people over at our place to have cake and games. It was such a fun night of fellowship and encouraging one another. The next day, many of us met at the Human's house to hold our annual Navigators planning meeting, looking forward to the year ahead. Key active duty military people and their spouses were invited to get their input, and through prayer and Dave Human's facilitating, we came up with a good plan for the year ahead. For Veterans Day, a group of us went to see the newest Black Panther movie, and then we had people over for games. Stephanie had just received an electric scooter for her birthday, so we had an impromptu fun session of people giving it a go in the dark. The next day, I took the sunny day to go to a park and just spend time with God in His Word. It is so easy to fill up the schedule with things to do and forget the sole reason for whom I'm doing them. It was a good date with time with God. Part of the time with God was praying over fundraising and remembering His faithfulness in providing. One of the amazing things God has done is put on people's hearts to host time for me to share. This is a group I got to share with because this lady, Carolyn Cobb, set it up for me. Carolyn knew my parents well and knew me as a kid, and it was fun to meet her friends, some of whom knew my parents through the Navigators years ago. Bev Miller also hosted a tea for me to share with ladies that I have come to know through co-teaching the Navigators Growing in Christ book for the Family Bible Church Women's Ministry this fall. Here is a picture of some of those ladies I had in my class. The following week was Thanksgiving, which I had with my mom and siblings and their spouses and kids. Here we all are, right before we enjoy our meal. Since I was down at my mom's for Thanksgiving, the next day I helped her put up Christmas decorations both inside and out. That has become a fun tradition to do. I also got to have a mini Friendsgiving with a friend near Seattle that same Friday, who made me dinner on Friday night, and then the two of us went to the Taproot Theater to see a play created as a sequel to Pride and Prejudice. Coincidentally, the next day, I went with my roommate Stephanie and Aaron and Kylie to Bellingham to see the play Pride and Prejudice, and we got dinner together. It was a really fun weekend of Pride and Prejudice. And just this last Monday, we hosted Aaron West's 21st birthday with a strawberry cake, a toast, and games. It was another great time of fellowship and encouragement with brothers and sisters in Christ. So besides fundraising, which has been a focus this month, I have continued to Zoom weekly with the young ladies Sadie and Leah and read through and discuss the Bible, and have been meeting new young ladies in the military as they come to the Navigator Bible studies on Tuesday night. For fundraising, God has definitely gone before me in this last month. I'm currently at 62% of my monthly goal. Here are some prayer requests for my month ahead. For safe travels, rest, and godly encouraging time with my best friend and my roommate as we all head out to Hawaii for a week in December. For a really special birthday for my mom, which is in the middle of December, and for all the details for Christmas to come together for fun, God-honoring family time. For continued discipline to take extended time with God and the wisdom to know when to do it. And this is really to ensure that my first love continues to be Jesus and that out of Him flows whatever other good works He has planned for me. That I would have His eyes and vision for God's ministry and diligently carry it out, and that God would lead me to the women He would want me to invest in, and even now be working in their hearts the desire to know Christ deeply. And lastly, that God would move the hearts of those He wants to join me in both giving and prayer support to enable to be fully funded by the end of 2022, if that's God's will. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep seeking Jesus. Bye.